Hello, my name is Samantha Fuentes, and I'll be talking about illegal immigration effects on border communities. There are over 41 million immigrants living here legally or illegally. We are a country that is founded by immigrants, and right now there's a very big flare-up with the illegal immigration. It is very disheartening to hear because what is going around is that people from the Latino descent are illegal immigrants. Okay, so why this is so difficult to hear is because I am the granddaughter of immigrants. My grandparents did not come from the United States. They came from Mexico, and they traveled here. They worked very hard to get what they have this day. So no, not every person here is an illegal immigrant. Not everybody of Latino descent is here illegally. My grandparents worked very hard to gain their citizenship in order to be here. I am the daughter of Border Patrol agents, and it is very of a Border Patrol agent. My dad's a Border Patrol agent, and it's very disheartening to hear the stories that he tells me that people trying to swim across the river to come here just to live a better life. So what we're going to focus on is how immigration has contributed to economical, social, and security issues that are really affecting this country right now. Okay? And it's making things very heavy on the border communities because we don't have a lot of resources. People that live along the borders, they're very poor towns since we lose a lot of costs to illegal immigrants. So what basically happens is that an illegal immigrant comes into the border communities and they get a piece of land, and they're living in the shadows and fear of being deported. So that affects us socially and economically. It affects us with our health care because a lot of border communities, since illegal immigrants are not allowed to have health care since they are here without the proper documentation, the healthcare system loses a lot of money. There was a statement made that we were uncompensated care nearing 832 million in 2000, and it says 25% of those non-reimbursement costs resulted from emergency care provided to undocumented immigrants. And it's saying illegal immigration, it drains taxpayers' dollars by the millions. It is very hard for border communities because we are barely surviving as it is. So what illegal immigrants are doing, they're basically just taking advantage of the healthcare system. Yeah, we said it is a land of the free, but only if you're gonna be here doing by the right term. They come here and they feel like they're entitled to everything, the healthcare and to the educational system, without them paying a dollar back. Another topic that I talked about was securing the national border. The big thing is build the wall, build the wall, build the wall, and we just want to build it. I'm not for the wall. I am for illegal immigrants to take the right path in order to get their citizenship. But what we want to do is that we want to block out terrorists from coming into our country. We want to block out people being here without having to pay a dollar back. And what this did, by securing our national borders, what this did is that it merged 22 federal agencies to create the Department of Homeland Security. And this was basically done because of what happened in 2001 and September 11th. And it's not their terrorist groups are not the only threat to the United States. It's gonna be that the gangs and the drug cartels, which are destroying like what border communities are. There are many residents that live along the borders that are affected by this daily. There's people that are killed constantly because of what's happening. There's people that are going to jail constantly because they are trying to smuggle drugs around. It is very hard for the government to find every single illegal immigrant that lives here, but it does have effect on the community. It has an effect on us, on our society and on our economic value. And like what people are basically saying, that the only solution that we might have is to like make the undocumented immigrants become legal citizens. And what this would do for the United States is that it would make our annual income increase by 15% within 5 years if they are granted this status. And they will be able to like grant access to better jobs, promote investments in education and training, and foster small business creations. And it says if documented immigrants are granted legal status, the U.S. gross domestic product would grow by 1.4 trillion in 10-year span. And what also happens that Americans would earn an additional 79 billion in personal income if they were just granted this citizenship and not being here without paying a tax dollar. And just imagine how much we can do with that. We can build so many things. We can build parks, we can build better schools, we can build better hospitals, we can create so many things that would strive the border communities to be better. And I understand that America is a land where people want to like find freedom and happiness, but it's not. They're not supposed to be here. Not that they're not supposed to be here, but they're not here to be here without paying any taxes. If they want to come here to the country, they need to find a way to legalize their status and be productive members of our community. And if they try to like come here without proper documentation, there's only one way to like settle it, is that we punish them by the full extent of the law. What's supposed to happen when you are here illegally. This even includes people that people are hiring illegal immigrants to work for them. They should be held accountable for what they are doing, because a lot of them say, why am I going to pay an American citizen top wage if I could pay an illegal immigrant to do a better job for a smaller amount? And that's something that those people need to be held accountable for. Yeah, if they're really good at what they do, they should be granted a working visa in order to be able to work here and do the job that they do. So it's obvious that illegal immigration is being viewed as an issue, not only economically but in a social way as well, and it does cause a threat to the community to every community in our country. And that's basically what my paper talks about, is just how they're not helping the country, the United States grow, and if anything, they're making the United States fall back a little bit. When in reality, if they just did what was right, they would help the United States grow. Thank you for your time.